Mm-hmm.
Like, not even being like capitalist. Like in any organization, if someone's irreplaceable, there's a mistake that was made, because that is a
So like,
bottleneck that will become a problem
because like,
inevitably.
say what you will about George Lucas, you know, he did not direct most of the Star Wars movies. He directed the first one, the three prequels, but Empire Strikes Back, the one most considered the best one, that wasn't him. Return of the Jedi, also not him. Rogue One, not him. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, so there's an interesting detail with that revolver. So usually when you reload a single action revolver, you have to consciously spin the cylinder to replace each bullet.
Mm-hmm.
The Bodeo has a feature where when you are reloading, you click the trigger in and it will actually move the cylinder for you. So when you reload, you'll click that, put a bullet in, click that, put a bullet in. And that is exactly what Luca just did when he was putting bullets in there.
Oh, that's a cool touch then. Yeah.
And you actually do it for the reload animation. So keep your eye on it. Because that is a unique feature of the Bodeo.
Time to learn how to shoot.
Only headshots. Trust me. It makes your life so much easier. If you gotta shoot quick, center mass. Now, whenever I did this initial gunfight, I was really excited because I thought they were going to take a different direction with how the gunfights in this game would be, because I don't know if you noticed, that was done in like 5 seconds.
Yes.
That is, you know, one thing the Mafia games do well is they don't like um people die really quick when they get shot in these games. So
But people die when they are killed.
yeah. The other thing I really like about this game is that since you are in the early 20th century, you don't have any, you do not have mostly automatic firearms. So when you're in a gunfight in this game, you cannot engage in spray and pray. You actually have to be careful with your shots.
And this is
Because,
why they need to give mafiosos muzzle loaders.
so when, the other thing is that these guns take longer to reload. So you also want to be careful with those shots. And then since Enzo doesn't have a fucking backpack on him, you don't have a ton of reserve ammo either.
Yeah.
So they do all of these little steps just right to force you to be accurate. Because in Mafia 2, when you have a Tommy gun, you can just spray and pray all day, every day.
Yeah, resources are pretty scant here in this game.
You have to open that big ass door.
Wait for the prompt
then,
to do so.
Oh, that's right. And then you've got another gunfight.
Yep. And a bigger one this time.
Yep. And it's going to be easier because this time you have a rifle, which I'd recommend you use over the pistol. I don't know why Enzo thought that was a good idea. You see what I mean? When you do the headshot, that's it.
Just trying to make sure I actually hit my shots.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
There we go. Gotcha.
Because whenever I was in these gunfights, I tried to do the typical thing I do for shooters and aim center mass, because that's what you're supposed to fucking do. They take shots in this game for some reason. I don't know if that's like realistic. So, because as we all know, guns get better over time. So maybe it is accurate. Maybe it's a video game thing. I don't know. You see what I mean about
I love when the head pops
headshots?
out of cover.
Oh yeah. You see what I mean about the headshots though? Like
Yeah.
were you going for headshots when you
I
first
found
played?
it was actually pretty easy to get headshots in this game.
Oh, it is also. That's the other reason. Yeah, because you have to deal with the reticule straightening out, but once it does, like, yeah, you can get headshots very easily.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much effort to get to. It's just a little bit of time.
I think you have to put, yeah, you got to put the bandits in the well.
Yeah, I think you need to put one in the well, and then they'll cutscene the rest of it. But I am a creature of habit, and looting bodies is a habit of mine.
There's actually a bead that allows you to loot faster too.
Yeah, I think I did use that my first time around.
But those beads they're not as essential.
They're
Like, you
they're
don't
minor
need
buffs.
them.
They're useful, but nothing like you can have to worry about like, oh, the game is over because I missed this bead. No, that's not happening.
I mean, honestly, you can do this game without equipping any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've already gone to like engaging in gunfights for the dawn.
You got to do it again. You gotta put up with the ugly business of, oh right, we actually have to get rid of these fucking bodies.
Someone's got to.
Well, you see, I don't understand why they are, because by throwing it in the well, they could be poisoning a water source unless it's depleted. I wouldn't want to risk it.
That is a good question. That is a good question.
Yeah, I was very confused by them doing this.
Because I would have figured they would have used a grave, a shallow grave or something.
Oh no, well, I mean, so here's the thing. Bodies decompose. There are, carrion eaters, like the bodies would take care of themselves. I don't understand why they have to hide them. Like,
Because it's bandits, right? These are not like any. They're not like mafia people. They're just bandits.
they're not affiliated with anyone. And then the
So like,
other
if their
thing is,
corpses come up, then who's gonna mourn their loss?
and then there's a couple other things, right? If somebody like left here and comes back, they're gonna notice, even if you get rid of the bodies, that they're not fucking there.
Yeah.
And then if they go near that well, they are definitely going to smell the body decomposition.
But also, like, wouldn't you want the bodies out in the
Yes.
open as a sign,
Yes.
as like a sign of if you fuck with us, this is what happens to you?
Yes, that is another good point. I really don't get why they did that.
Well,
with the well.
I know why they did it. They did it to tutorialize the moving bodies, a thing that I will
Right.
never do at any point in this game.
You let them drop where they are. Like, you never have a real reason to.
If
carry
I
them
am in
around.
stealth, as you said multiple times, the roots never collide.
Like, I didn't notice it until. Oh, I love this. He's like, yeah, we brought your pump back. Pay us.
100 lire è un prezzo di favore.
This isn't Don Teresi's take, by the way. This is just for their services.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean,
Fetcher.
you've got your pump back, brother. This is the cost of doing business.
Ne avremo mese che trasi.
Yep. Now we're gonna leave on good terms. See you later. Everything's good.
I'm one of those guys now, by the way. Don't worry about what I used to do.
That's right. You'll say it under your breath, but you will never say it to their face.
Nah, if you want to live.
Every peg fits in its hole.
And it's the square hole, Andre. It's always the square hole.
I've seen this video.
It's the cylinder. What does the cylinder fall into? That's right. The square hole.
I love the lady's reaction of that. She gets so bummed out.
She makes it so hard.
I used to follow her when I had a Twitter account. I don't believe she ever...
It's been a year.
Hmm.
So all happened in the first year of Enzo's first year working with the Don.
And this means the Baron.
Really? I could have never told you that.
Yeah. You will soon be engaging in a gunfight and learning how to drive a car, which is not as simple as you would think in this game.
I don't know if I ever got good at it per se, but I got not bad at it.
Well, you can't because the cars are shit.
Yeah.
I would say the only Mafia game that has genuinely like decent. I'm not saying good or great. But
also, again,
driving.
like Enzo getting more and more comfortable being here.
So like, Mafia 3 is the only game that has decent driving in it.
This is now kind of Enzo's iconic look.
Yep. 1 and 2, you're also driving, really heavy vehicles. So like, when you're like drifting in like a fucking Corvette, it's really top heavy. So it's just like the weight is shifting like crazy all over the place. And it's like, no, this is accurate. Like if you've ever been in a car like that, like it's heavy as shit. It's not made out of the material that we have for our cars nowadays.
I also like that Enzo has ditched the suspenders. The suspenders are now gone, and he is now just in a plain shirt.
Well, he's moved up in the world, so they got him better clothes.
It's a costume change that shows very important details about like where he is now in his life.
And he's styling his hair. Yeah.
He's styling his hair. His shirt is a little unbuttoned.
Oh, that's just a thing.
I know. But like in contrast with Luca, who is a little more laced
well,
up.
Luca's married.
Yeah.
So. And Luca's also an authority figure, so he has to be buttoned up.
I like Luca's vest. It's a cool vest.
Yeah. And then they have the Baron's son here, Gennaro. He is such...
his actual name is useless.
I know.
Yeah, like his name is useless. His name is useless. That's who he is.
I love how much of a asshole he is. Like a petty rich, has no interesting things about him asshole he is.
Yeah.
Like
there is literally nothing behind his eyes.
Right.
This is a creature of pure instinct.
This is a man that looks at every person he interacts with as a transaction.
Which is weird because
you're also about to get the camera from her.
Yeah.
A thing that you will do twice in the story. And one of them is the tutorial. The other is for blackmail.
It's like a handful of optional things, I think. Obstacles you can take too, I think.
No, there are optional. So like once you beat the game, there is an option that is just explore the map. And if you know where the locations for the pictures are, you can do them while you're doing the story. But of course, like, I mean, you're distracted because you're doing the story. So,
yeah.
And also you don't want to like, you don't want the scene to look kind of odd. You don't want Enzo just being not what he should be in the scene, because...
I will buy the expensive horse, sure.
I would have saved that for a gun. But
We're gonna make a
it's-
lot of money in this game. I'm not too
Oh,
concerned.
well, the other thing is that most of the time when they do give you a gun, it's the Bodeo, and I've used all the pistols in the game. The Bodeo is probably the best one.
Yeah.
It's the most.
I mean,
It's
I will
accurate.
eventually buy gun upgrades. But I am like I am the opposite of concerned about the gunfights in this game. You're probably not surprised to hear that because these are not particularly difficult
They're
fights.
not hard at all.
No.
They're easy as shit.
Anch'io so partecipare così assai. Assagita bufi che rubano.
He wants her to marry him.
Well, yeah, because that's the Baron's son, and
Yeah.
the Baron is above the Dawn. So, if it basically is
It's like it's like a sign that
king marrying
he's
his
moved up.
princess.
Yeah, he's moved
King
up in the
getting his-
world. Yeah.
yeah, he's trying to
Making a
secure
play.
his ties with the Baron.
Yeah, he's making a play. But also,
not
like, this
'cause-
was the era where arranged marriages were not uncommon. This was still like marriage as a contract.
Well, not just
Marrying
that.
for love was a relatively recent phenomenon.
Well, it is if you're not a person of influence. If you're a person of influence, yeah, you're not going to really be able to pick because you're a chip to be played. To
Well,
be
like
cashed
usually
in.
marriage was a contractual binding of families.
Magari vuole solo proteggere.
I mean, I'm talking about like people on the very bottom rung of society. Like they're eloping because they like each other.
Yeah,
They're
that's-
not eloping purely for business interests. Because whenever a prince and a princess marry, they're not saying like, "Oh, this is a great deal for the kingdom." They treat it as, "No, this is a romantic engagement."
But in practicality, like historically, that it wasn't. Is the thing.
No.
Like that is more or less a fiction.
Right. I'm saying that the idea of marriage, though,
Yeah.
starts from forming a union.
Oh right, start the engine, because this man can't do it himself.
Oh, it's not that he can't do it himself. It's that he's too well off to have to do it himself.
Exactly. It's beneath.
He's
him.
like, no. That's what the help does.
Bella idea.
God, imagine if Enzo wasn't here. Fucking Cesare had to do it himself,
Non sempre potevo decidere.
and that man can't
You
do
mean
anything.
Charlie
right.
Kirk?
Vorricissimo quattro, no?
Yes, exactly.
Cesare is a. If Cesare was a real person, he would be a far better benefit to humanity than Charlie Kirk was. Because Cesare, at least, if you had to press him about being a piece of shit, you could eventually get Cesare to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I don't think you could have done that with Charlie Kirk. Because Charlie Kirk came from a background of doing it for God and all of that nonsense, so he had the self-righteousness aspect. Yeah, you have to remember the early 20th century, not a great time for women.
Yeah.
That was literally the time they were advocating to be allowed to fucking vote.
But also, like, this is the Gilded Cage. It's a very classic, like, fairy tale storyline
Well, it's also like
for a reason.
So, are you familiar with how you're supposed to ride well, I don't know. Okay, hang on. So women had to ride horses differently back in the day based on if they were a virgin or not.
Oh, well, you
So-
can't lose this race.
I know.
Yeah. I don't really care if I do, but just point that out for the viewers.
So, the way she's riding the horse is how they ride it if they are not a virgin. And the way that they would make women ride on horses is they would make them have to have both their legs hang off of one side of the horse so they wouldn't, put pressure on the nether region.
Gotcha.
And
I always wondered where that riding stance came from.
yeah, it came from medieval people being weirdos. Because they thought that if they rode like she's riding right now, it would break the hymen. Which is what people thought, like, that's the telltale sign that you're not a virgin if you break the hymen. But it's kind of, I don't think it's 100% correct or accurate. So, because it's anatomy after all.
I mean, clearly it's not, but,
that's what they thought at that time. Men, of course, could ride the horse however the fuck they wanted to, because, you can't
Society
see me
being
rolling
the way
my
it
eyes
is.
right now, but I am.
We live in society, Andre.
Did you see that video of the ICE agent that had an SS tattoo on the back of his head?
Can you be more specific?
The guy had a very southern accent, and he was kind of fat.
I think I have, yes.
It's hilarious. Because the guy's just dressing him down like, get the fuck out of here. And the little ICE guy's like, hey man, I'm not even from here, man. Like, don't get mad at me. He just waddles off.
I've played too much Hitman because the very first thing I see when I see the problem that says push eliminate.
Mm-hmm. Like when you're doing yoga with that lady on the Japanese map, the Hokkaido map.
We'll begin with downward facing dog. Warrior, core, strength.
Oh, she has her hand on his shoulder. In case you didn't already know, she's very attracted to him.
This is like anime for having sex, by the way. This is like, in anime, this is the equivalent of having sex.
I knew she was into him the second you saw how she was looking at you the first time they interacted with each other.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Because I was like, well, that was easy to read. You have to press up on the D-pad.
I am. Oh, here we go. I have to hold it.
Oh, hang on. Oh, there you go. Oh, the hell?
There we go. The right
there we
exposure as well.
Is that a fucking boat out in the distance?
Yes, it is. That's an Assassin's Creed.
Why are there sails on it?
That's an Assassin's Creed 3 ship. What the distance?
Like, I don't think they were using sails on... I mean, I don't think they had ships like that using sails, but I don't know.
They probably had the asset, and it looks good in the background.
I mean, if you couldn't afford fuel for your boat, I'm guessing you would still use sails.
There's a couple more ships out there, out in the background too. Which again,
also
this scenery is stunning.
Yes. Well, when you don't have to make the environment like this has to be flat, so the player can easily get to it when they are looking for
collectibles,
crap, or bandit camps,
or flags, fucking flags,
or bandit camps,
or eagle feathers,
or military camps if you're Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
We were having anime sex while you were gone. That was happening.
Yeah, they actually don't tell you, but she actually got pregnant the second she touched his shoulder.
Yeah.
She got the special anime pregnancy where it takes her years to actually create the baby, though.
Exactly. You know what I'm putting down. You know what I'm putting down. Like fucking like Reen and Gaia in FF14. You know, when they touch hands, that's like having sex.
I love to imagine what they do together for however many hours this next scene goes. Because, like, you know Gennaro doesn't have anything interesting to fucking say.
You also probably can't get it.
Oh, everybody fucking can read that. You just have to look at his shitty looking hair to
2
get
hours
that.
later.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So you have to sit there and imagine, right? What were they doing for 2 hours? Because you know Isabella is not
She's
letting him
probably
even
full and
touch
half
her.
asleep.
No, she's probably thinking, can I make this look like an accident?
Yeah. You know what? She is probably seeing the Hitman prompts in her UI right
Yes.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Push, eliminate. Push. No, I can't. I would just be like my dad if I did that.
Take the car out for a joyride.
Because Cesare is the devil on his shoulder, tempting him to disobey, to be a little rebellious.
I would argue that Cesare is the guy that's like, look, we just want to have some fucking fun, bro. Just give in. Do you know how rare cars are in this time period? Like,
Well, I imagine them relatively new,
yeah.
so they're probably thinking you have money, and a lot of it.
When you do drive around, like, you don't see many other cars on the road. You'll see maybe 2.
This car, by the way, in case you can't tell, dear viewer, drives like ass.
As it should. It's one of the first cars. They didn't have active brake systems and a radio even.
Yeah.
Didn't even have fucking windshield wipers, bro. There is nothing electric in that vehicle whatsoever. The trunk on that car is a literal trunk.
All that junk that's in your trunk.
I was wondering why they call trunks trunks. Now I know why.
Well, you know, it's like, it's called trunks because they go Super Saiyan.
The thing on the back of the car?
Yes, that's where it comes from. It comes from Dragon Ball.
Oh, I thought it was a naming convention because Bulma's dad is called Dr. Briefs. And she's called Bulma, which is another way to say bloomer.
That would
And
make
then-
sense.
And then Trunks is called Trunks because pants. It's the theme, the
That
naming
would make
theme.
sense. That would make sense, but it's actually incorrect. It's actually incorrect. Trunks is what they named first, and then they went back to the 1900s and called the car back Trunk. But actually, it's the other way around. Time travel.
So you're
involved.
saying people in Sicily learned what to call a thing on the back of their car because somebody had intimate knowledge of late 1980s anime,
Yeah, exactly.
Japanese fiction. That's a lot of hoops to jump through to make this work.
That's what time travel is for, Andre.
Yeah, but like they would have to come here at a specific time period to get all this to work. Also, they'd have to go everywhere.
Oh,
And
huh.
make-
They're being attacked by bandits.
Wait, are you telling me you're in a bandit camp?
It looks like we drove right into a bandit camp, yeah.
Fuck this game. How dare they? There's never a reason to not aim for the head. For some fucking reason, they take multiple shots to kill. Ooh, so did you use the shotgun much?
No, I didn't care for it too
Oh,
much.
that's a shame. It's
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
good.
I am misremembering. I actually used the shotgun a lot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to get in close and not fuck about it, not worry about aiming.
Yeah, no, the shotguns in Mafia games are notorious for being brutal.
Yeah, I actually used shotgun a lot. I'm sorry, I was incorrect. There was another gun. There was one gun I didn't like. It was the one that had one round and doesn't takes forever to reload.
I love that gun. It's the Precision.
Yeah, that's the one I did. That is the one I didn't care for.
I
much.
love that gun so much. It hits so hard. And you can use it from any distance. It's so good. I loved that gun. That was like one of my favorites to shoot. Because the one bullet per shot thing forces you to be precise. And the thing is, it's so strong, when you hit, like, they will go down. And that right there is the Carcano, a similar rifle to the one that was used to kill JFK, allegedly. Notoriously not a great firearm by all accounts. But it works well enough here, and that's what matters.
Oh, fuck.
So something interesting about the Carcano, it was designed to take a stripper clip, which is literally like a piece of metal that holds the bullets. And the way you reload that is you just put the clip directly into it. And when you're done firing, the clip drops out of the bottom. They actually have that yeah, the clip just dropped out of the bottom of the Carcano.
I did notice that, yeah.
Yep. Lots of attention to detail in this game. They very clearly knew what they were doing when they were modeling the guns. The thing that fucks with me in this game is the fact that the AI constantly will move around.
Yeah.
Which, that is not how you should engage in a firefight. Because, right, it makes sense if they're going to move to another position and they, like, fucking run for it. But, like, what they do is they will approach you.
Faff about for a while.
Yeah, they will be out in the fucking open pointing their gun at you, shooting you as you're aiming at them. And it's like, if you know anything about how you're supposed to act in a gunfight, even slightly, like, you should be taking cover all of the time you can so that you do not get hit. That's, I mean, anyone knows that. You don't even have to be
That's why it was called
trained.
No Man's Land in World War II, is if you went above cover, you were just going to get killed.
Oh, well, that was called No Man's Land because, like, you would go up there and you would be shredded immediately by insert armament.
By
from
everything,
World
by
War I
all the
here.
weapons.
And also the fact that, like, No Man's Land, like, the battlefields of some of World War One in Europe, like they were so fucked up that it was just mud, no grass, no creatures. All the trees would be dead and charred and black. So literally no life, no man's land, no one.
Isabella is in trouble.
You know
Tom
they
Nook is
have
going to be
the-
upset.
They have the shotgun with the pistol version of the shotgun you can use.
I don't like that very much.
Oh, that's too bad. It really opens up your options.
Oh! I know what one you mean now.
Yeah, it has 2 shots just like this one. It's just it fits in your
In your pistol slot, not your
Yes. Yeah, because the ideal setup is you have the sidearm for close quarters, and then you have like a rifle for medium to long range engagements.
Yeah, because I keep having to throw away my shotgun to use a rifle.
Exactly.
And in a mid-range score like this, shotgun is really good.
Well, like if they're actively walking up to you like a dumbass,
As they
like,
keep doing for some reason.
like
Like if
that.
you play,
There's
I don't know if you played Uncharted before, but if you play
Oh,
on,
yeah.
on Crushing, the enemies are are much more aggressive and they tend to swarm you, which means the shotgun is just like your best weapon for most of the game because they'll just get in the shotgun range every time.
oh yeah.
Oh hey, it's this guy. Isabella.
I love how ridiculous the bandits' outfits are,
Yeah.
because they're actually historically accurate. So before World War One, everyone when they would go into battle, or a lot of people when they would go into battle, they would look insanely ostentatious like that. So when you look at photos of people at the beginning of World War One, like they're wearing crap that wouldn't have been out of place during the time of Napoleon. And then by the time it finishes, they look more like modern soldiers. So like nothing that's really standing out much, uniformity in the uniforms, no fucking peacocks or feathers
Helmets.
showing. Yeah. Oh, they had helmets. It's just, like you know the German helmet with the spike on the top?
Yes.
Yeah, it went from that to the the helmet that they would use going into World War II. The normal looking helmet.
This car would be destroyed if we did this.
Oh yeah, that thing does not have.
This is no armor
Like-
whatsoever.
Well, oh, you're talking about getting shot. I meant just doing that jump.
Oh yeah. Like also like there's the suspension will be destroyed at the very least.
Like, cars in this time period were not very durable.
Yeah.
Like, there's a mechanic in this game that when it's taking too much damage, you have to spin the engine back up. That was a thing they had to do back then.
We're gonna save them. We're gonna save Townsville.
Yeah, like,
this,
right
this car will be
there-
destroyed.
That thing, yeah, your ass would have gone through the seat.
Yeah, you are flying on. You're flying right into the fucking mountain.
Like, this car was designed for leisurely drives on a well-paved road. You're
Honestly, this car should not even be
off-roading.
on this road, period, because it's a dirt road.
You're off-road. You have you don't have any like springs or anything in there to absorb the impact. Like, yeah, that thing would have been fucking done after one jump. And to the game's credit, they are talking about the car's condition getting worse as you keep jumping. and you eventually have to get off the car because
Because the horse is the better option at this point.
yes. So funny thing, right? Horses were used in the you know this if you played the Phantom Pain, but like the fact that you use a horse in Afghanistan, that was a real thing.
Please fire.
So what's up?
I'm trying to figure out what. I'm trying to shoot these guys and the gun's not
LB.
firing.
It's LB or RB.
Oh, I'm used to the other button. Okay.
Yeah, they changed the button because it auto locks on.
Okay.
Yeah, they did that on the PS5 also.
That was weird. I forgot
I
to
know.
change the controls.
I know. That's why I'm here.
Unlimited ammo too. There's no reason.
Yeah, you
not
have
to just
unlimited
just to
ammo,
keep
thankfully.
moving.
There's no reason not to just mag dump in every time you have a target. 'Cause
Exactly.
You have unlimited ammo and the reload is unrealistically quick.
Well, they have to let you do the set piece. You know, set piece is important.
Right. No, I'm not complaining. Like,
Yeah.
if they let you have the standard ammo pool for this section, like, you would just be
This would be a
moving
miserable
forward.
experience.
You would be going forward on a horse getting shot at.
Yeah.
Now, when you're playing Red Dead and you're engaging on a firefight while you're on the horse, they will allow you to aim at another person's horse. So, if you wanted to end this very quickly, what you would do is you would approach, try to get from their front and just take out one of the horses.
And then the car would get out of control, and then you'd be able to finish them off.
Well, no, they've lost their method of locomotion,
Yeah.
and they're done. Is it fucked up because you have to kill an innocent animal? Absolutely. But it will work.
It will.
Of course, that's not how he rescues her here, so again, I wish there was a secret theater for this game where he misses that jump.
And just gets fucking murked.
He just eats shit on the
Yeah.
ground. I love this. Knocks him out.
Nice hook.
Do you know how hard of an impact jumping off of that thing at that speed would have been?
It would have
when
hurt.
landed?
It would have hurt quite a bit.
I'm pretty sure he would have at least dislocated his shoulder from landing.
It depends if he knows how to land. But yeah, probably.
It's not. It's the early 20th century. What do you think?
I don't think he's a parkour artist.
No.
A traceur, as they would be called.
And now he has sealed his fate.
Yep. I want to make fuck with you.
There's a saying, don't dip your pen in the company ink for a reason. When I saw Enzo do that, I was like, oh, he's fucked.
I mean, it's
I
a
was like-
it's a classic mafia story. It's classic.
I've not really seen that in most of the stuff I've seen.
I mean, in like not in movies, but also like in fiction and books. And
Oh, did you see what just happened there?
no, I missed it.
Cesare walks up to him and said, "The fuck are you doing?" And Enzo thought like he
Oh
knew
yeah,
that
it was
they
about
had just
the,
made out.
Isabella.
And he's like, "Why'd you jump like that?" And he's like, "Oh, right."
That's very subtle. That's a very good catch.
Yeah. They say people with autism don't know how to read certain things, and yet I guess when you have to do it on manual
It's
control,
a skill you can teach yourself.
Well, when you've had to do it on manual like me, you catch a bit more than most people will.
I am torn between wrapping up this camp or ending since we only have a few minutes left.
This section is not very long.
Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up, and then we'll.
So here's
we'll
the
start
thing:
next chapter.
if you go in guns blazing and not sneaking around, you can get this done much faster.
Oh, not my usual cup of tea, but we can adjust.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough people here for it to be like
A big gunfight.
to be like to warrant only going in with stealth as the option. You can just go in and shoot everybody and get through here way faster.
In that case, let's wrap up this chapter, and then we'll start with a fresh from the next chapter next time.
Well, the other thing is that at a point in this section, no matter what you do, you get spotted, and then it turns into a gunfight anyway. So
I did stealth for most of it. Yeah.
I did it on my first attempt, and then my second, I was like, I wonder what will happen if I do it like this, and it was way faster.
Let's get this bead. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh, you
Dampens the footstep sound. Okay.
nah. Honestly, I didn't have people ever turn around and detect me in this game.
No, not really.
And I don't believe I had that ever equipped. Because if this was Metal Gear Solid 5, where that is an actual thing you have to be aware of, like, that would be a different... We would be having a very different conversation, but you gotta use your shotgun on this guy. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, oh, shit. Those fat guys with the shotguns... They're like the tankiest guys in this game.
Yeah, they are. I missed my first shot, which was really the big end of that.
Well, it looked like you had shot him in the head. I don't know why it didn't work.
I don't know either, truth be told. I thought I aimed true, but I guess my aim was off.
It looked right to me. I think maybe
could have been a spread.
Well, no, the problem is, like, maybe the way that the gun mechanics work, there may have been damage fall off from your distance.
Wasn't that far away, though?
I don't know what the parameters are for damage fall off in this game. It's just, I'm just speculating. Also, wait, I think you can just get through this without, oh, okay. I was gonna say I bet you could get through here without being detected also.
Yeah.
And not having to worry about killing them, but shooting them is more interesting because they want you to stealth here, but like you see how much quicker this is?
Yeah, I do. Like stealth is something I really only do here for pride.
Yeah. I mean, I think there are a few moments in the game where you have to sneak because, like, there's that one section later on where,
I was
like...
caught between a rock and a hard place. You know what? Let's just pick this up next week.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't do to, like, try to sprint through these sections because your guy dies from so few shots.
Yeah, he's too fragile to really like try to go Rambo here.
Which is a common thing in the Mafia games. Like you're not.
Oh, it's common with real people too.
You're not well, right. That's what I'm saying.
But this is a good start. This is an auspicious start.
It is. Yeah, I'd say we're about 15% of the way through.
That sounds right to me. There's like 22 chapters here, I think, in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you all for joining. And we will continue this next week. I am Randy Carey. Joining me as Andre Doucet.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night, everybody.